All right, we are hopping on the road here, boys. Got the car all loaded up. You can't even see this shit. Oh, that's what am I doing? You can't even see this shit. I'm up here fucking with the shutter angle and shit. Anyways, hopping in the car, getting ready to go to the first real client shoot of 2026 with Joint Operation. Doing just a quick little like 10-15 second piece for social media for them to have. This is their kind of concept that we're playing on, so we're going to film this so they have something. They're leaving for a show, or a couple shows I should say, tomorrow, so we have to get this in because they are trying to drop the song on Friday and they won't be back until after Friday. So we are kind of pressed for time, but that's okay. Woke up at 4 a.m. this morning, hopping on the road by 6. Gotta be there at 7, and shouldn't be too long. The sun will be rising by the time I'm getting there, so we should have a little bit of color to work with as well. As you can see, we're in Blue Hour right now. Blue Hour, and of course, just my luck, I, for the first time in my entire life, locked my own keys in my own car last night, of course, when I have this shoot. So I'm in my dad's car, so I'm excited to get this started. I've got the Osmo, so I might get some behind the scenes with that. My Blackmagic app is showing that it's running out of storage, but I deleted a shit ton of stuff, so I don't understand what else I gotta do to free up storage. But that's besides the point. I'll figure that out. A couple Google searches wasn't doing me any justice, so I'll have to look deeper into it. But we're gonna do some behind the scenes. We're gonna try and get some content while we can, and try and make the most out of today. Try and see what we can do. All right, we are on location. I just pulled up. We are in a shopping center, like a mall parking lot right now. I'm looking across from Boscov's, waiting on the guys to pull up. Oh shit, we got the face tracking going on. I'm recording with the Osmo right now. We're gonna see how this turns out. We've got a few cars pulling up, so I think the mall is gonna have some employees, but hopefully not too many people come in between us and the shots, you know what I mean? Hell yeah! Hey. Good morning, boys. Top of the morning. Yeah, sure, yeah. Hey, how you doing, my man? Yeah. Good morning. Good morning.
Morning.
How you doing? Oh my God, that is awesome.
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah. You don't want me to go out at all?
You can if you want to. I reposition.
Where should I not go past?
Try and stay within the van lines. I'm kind of framing you guys within the van doors.
Okay.
I can put a little spot there if you want to. I got tape and shit.
I think it's cool.
Okay.
Alright,
Alright, hold on. Let me restart this take. We will call that a blooper.
is that loud enough for you?
You're good. I got the mic over there, so you're good. I'm recording audio in there.
Okay. Who's gonna be there when the drug's gone? A genocide of dumb-faced dragon. No! Hold on. I'm gonna plug this speaker in real quick. Oh, good. Shot a gun and it changed my life. Honest listening from a lying tongue.
Get some behind the scenes here. Yeah. All right. All right, we got the mic clip. All right. Joint Operation. Shoot day 1. Went great. All things considered, we had a good time. It was freezing cold. I will say that. A lot colder than anticipated. So that was a bit of a bummer. But other than that, the sun didn't come out at all, which also is also a bit of a bummer. And then we just kind of had to make do with what we had. So we were shooting outside the mall, no shopping cart that we had for our initial concept, and we were kind of scratched on time. So we just kind of freestyled it, came up with a few things on the fly, tried to play into their already pre-existing concepts and ideas, and go from there. But because it rained last night, it is even colder out in this empty parking lot. Oh shit. This empty parking lot where this wind is just fucking blowing through. So we were cold. We decided we're going to try and do some things in the van as well. And honestly, I think that ended up being one of my favorite things from the whole video, was them in the car and doing that crazy idea that they had. So I really liked that. I like how that turned out. All things really went decently well. Didn't have really any complications that we encountered. So gonna get home, gonna get to editing, which should be very simple on this project, thankfully. And then we've got a couple bits and pieces of footage that we have for them to kind of distribute amongst the days. So just packing up here. So I do apologize for the shitty angle. This probably would have been better, huh? Yeah, that probably would have been better this whole time. I should have thought about that, but a little bit tired. Woke up earlier than usual, which is okay, but I also went to sleep later than usual. So running on a little bit less energy. Also didn't even get to drink half of my coffee. However, I rode here with my father's seat heaters on because I locked my keys in my car, and I haven't had seat heaters in a while, so seat heaters on an empty stomach with coffee is quite the experience before a shoot, nonetheless. I'm gonna hurry home, and I'll catch you guys there. Alright, it's the next day. It's honestly the same shit. I just got the car straightened out. I'm working right now, and I'm wrapping up the edits for all the joint operation, and then trying to get storyboard shot list. Oh, what the fuck is up with my shutter angle? I don't know what the hell that was going on. Anyway, I'm trying to get storyboards going, as you can see with the sticky notes there. Obviously still using Milnote and Notion for the majority of my digital work, but one thing I've been trying to do a little bit more of is actually drawing out my ideas, because I find these references, but the references still kind of pull me away from my exact vision. So I want to be able to get better at drawing and then do kind of like digital sketches so I can draw digitally and kind of tell my idea a lot better. So that's something I've always been really bad at. I actually failed art freshman year, so that's going to be a little bit of a process. I'm not going to go too serious with it. Like, I'm not going to watch tutorials on how to draw or anything. I'm just going to do it more, try and get better at it. Because, I mean, right now, this is just horrendous. I mean, come on now. But you get the idea. So that is for a music video that we're shooting this weekend that I am super excited for, because I love this song. I love the song a lot. I've been listening to it a ton, trying to visualize for it. Haven't gotten sick of it. I've dove deep into this artist's discography, trying to like build a whole world for him around all of his other stuff and how this one piece would fit into that pre-existing world. So I've been trying to visualize some stuff in my head, but we'll get a little experimental with this one. Nonetheless, I'll take my time in the edit, you know, really see if I like some things, and feel like if we need to retake it, we'll retake it, because we're not gonna work with anything that's gonna be too like one time specific, if that makes sense. Like the locations we're gonna stick with are always gonna be here, The outfits and everything gonna be super plain, simple. Yeah, other than that, it's really trying to keep this one super simple when it comes to the actual shooting wise of things. I don't want to overcomplicate things for not only myself but this artist. It's new for him doing this kind of stuff, and I don't want it to be too overwhelming for him. So we'll try and ease into it. Hopefully down the road we'll get some more complex and really a lot more interesting things visually, but I want to push myself a little harder than I have before with music videos, so I might take a little bit longer on this one. I might, give myself some recreation, inspirations, try and find some things, challenge myself to try and remake some things. Stuff like that. Really like the Ken Carson Fighting My Demons video that Cole did. Really, really love that as inspiration. And then just a lot of other bits and pieces, so we'll see how that comes out. I'll definitely be taking you guys along for that process fully and kind of showing you everything when it comes to that. You'll just have to really be watching these videos, these progress updates, because I'll be dropping little bits and pieces like this all throughout all of these videos. Kind of the shit that I've got going on. You can look over here for my projects. I got 4 different projects currently, and then 4 different ones that are just upcoming, in the close pipeline. And we've got 10 in total right now that are in progress, so a lot going on. I don't quite honestly have the bandwidth to sit down and do these formally and recreate myself. I gotta actually do this shit. Setting up the camera and capturing me doing this shit is just honestly the last thing in the back of my head. So that's something I gotta get better at. I need someone that's always right here recording me at all times. Damn, I need to trim my fingernails or something. What the hell? I got one long fingernail. Anyways, that is kind of the agenda for now. Gonna finish this up. I just got sent an interview kind of thing this morning to edit up, so I was editing that as well before I started on work. So I'm keeping myself busy. I don't really want to put too much effort into my content right now. I just want to make something. I want to make something while I'm doing all of this. I don't want to overcomplicate it and then stress myself out and then not end up doing one thing or the other and then losing track of other things. I've learned my lesson. So this is all you're getting from me for now. But I've been hearing lots of talks about how people like my content that I've been doing recently and they want to see more of that. And don't worry, I'm going to do more things like that, more social media, content creator kind of style things. But for now, we're feeding the real homies, the real people that want to follow along for the process. So stay tuned.